The god of all guns, Wingman and Peacekeeper being nerfed, how will Respawn fix the hitbox issue, and what legends have been buffed or nerfed? We'll answer all that coming up. Let's do this. Hey y'all, Prince Rose here, and today we're going to be talking about this massive update that came inside of Apex Legends. Man, I gotta say, it's been a long waited, but it's finally here. So all of this information will be inside of Reddit, and this is what I'm getting all my information from. So if you want to read it yourself, I'll leave a link in the description below, but we're going to be talking about it right here in this video. So let's go ahead and start off with this. As you can see, as this first paragraph says right here, first off, we know you folks are fired up for season 1 and the battle pass. We still have work to do to get everything ready for prime time and won't be talking about it yet. There are a lot of moving parts and coordination that go into big announcements and launch like this. I know the wait sucks, but it's coming, and ask that you all please be patient with us, and we definitely will. We want this to be as polished as possible, so it is good to know that Respawn knows that we want this. We really want season 1 to come soon, and especially the battle pass. Respawn also addressed the hitbox issue, and that will be fixed during season 1. This is a main concern to a lot of players playing Apex Legends. It's a big priority on a lot of people's list, and I get it. So as long as we know it will be fixed during season 1, we're all good. So therefore it will be fixed during this month, since season 1 will be coming out in the month of March. All right, so let's get inside of the buffs and nerfs. So starting off with the Wingman. Rate of fire reduced from 3.1 to 2.6 shots per second. Skull piercer headshot damage multiplier reduced from 2.5 to 2.25. Increased base hit fire spread and decrease the rate at which the hit fire spread decays, shrinks back down. Now I have to say, if you use the Wingman, you definitely got screwed over, and I'm sorry to say that, but if you already mastered the Wingman, now you have to master it again. I get why they did this, because if you put it in the right hands, like say for instance Shroud, Dizzy, all those pro players, people that stream on Twitch that are just god at the gun, they make this gun look so easy, but when you pick it up, it's the most hardest thing ever. So when you put it in the right hands, it's lethal. But now if you use the Wingman now and you're trying to get good at it now, it became 10 times harder. But hey, I understand it. It is a very strong weapon if you know how to use it. Next up, we have the Peacekeeper. Shotgun bolt rechamber rate has been reduced for the Peacekeeper only. Level 1 mitigation 10% to 7.5%. Level 2 mitigation 20% to 13%. Level 3 mitigation 25% to 16%. I just don't understand, man. They're nerfing my gun, man. If there's one gun that I like in this game, it is definitely the Peacekeeper. If you need that close range, heavy hitting gun, you pick up a shotgun, and that will be the Peacekeeper. Oh my god, I understand the nerf, and it's definitely needed. Again, if the gun is in the right hands and if that person knows how to use that gun, it can be dominating. And I trust me, I get it. I really do get it, but man, not the Peacekeeper. Oh my god. Yeah, man, the Wingman and Peacekeeper availability has been reduced in all zone tiers. I guess that's good, because even though these guns have been nerfed, they're still powerful. So I'm glad to know that the availability of these weapons have been reduced down. Increased availability of energy weapon and ammo in all zone. Oh my god, Respawn, thank you so much for doing this, because this was the most annoying thing ever. First, it was already hard enough to find an energy weapon, and then after you find an energy weapon, it was hard enough to find energy ammo for the gun. Thank you, Respawn, for actually knowing that this right here was something that needed to be addressed, and it is. So now we can finally be able to practice with the energy weapon against other people. Now let's move on to the legends. These are minor changes, y'all, minor balance changes. So let's start off with caustic. Traps reduce cooldown to 25 seconds from 30 seconds. Traps increased radius and proximity radius by about 10%, and lastly, traps removed a 1-second delay on the smoke dealing damage to players. Overall, I have to say this is definitely a buff on caustic. Now it does suck that you do have a cooldown from 25 seconds to 30 seconds, but that's okay. Now, you know, I might see a lot more people playing caustic, because I don't see that many. Maybe that's because you do have to either buy or use those in-game currency, but overall, I will start to see more caustic players in matches now with this buff in the patch. Next up, we have Pathfinder. His ability, Insider Knowledge, increased the number of beacons in the world to 12 from 10. All right, cool. We have an additional 2 for Pathfinder. This is a buff, not a major buff, but it is a buff. All right, next up we have Lifeline Care Package. Remove slight chance that level 4 armor and helmets will be dropped. Next up we have Wraith Into the Void. Cooldown increased from 20 to 25 seconds. This is actually pretty good, because I've seen a lot of Wraith get out of a lot of sticky situations, but I'm glad that's there. And lastly we have Bangalore. Her ability, Double Time, reduce move speed bonus to 30% from 40%. And this buff right here would definitely make Bangalore even faster, as if she wasn't fast enough. Hey, check out this video on the left. We talk about Season 1, the Battle Pass, and also crossplay for Xbox, PS4, and PC. It's Prince Rose. I'm out. Peace, y'all.